So welcome everybody to the 9th episode of Pokin Holes. I am the host, Court Johnson, and tonight we got a great company. If you watch the pre-show, you'll know that it is the professional wingman. The founder, Thomas Edwards, is sitting in the room, and we just to describe, if you haven't watched the pre-show, what the professional wingman does, in my words, because Thomas never wants to describe it to me, so I always have to make something up. The way I see it is, he's coaching men and women, helping them to build their confidence so that they can develop long-lasting relationships of love. What do you think about that, huh? Very poetic, right?
I like it.
That's the clean version.
So tonight we're going to take a look at a couple of things, including how to create a scalable model for the business that he has, how to create more leads or clients, so he can maximize his revenue, and then finally sort of developing a message that when somebody asks, what is it that you do, he can succinctly describe it and they'll be enticed to learn more. So to help me out with this conversation, we've got 3 young astronauts. We're using astronauts, not rock stars anymore.
First time anyone's ever called me that.
So up first is Alexis Carlin. She's a web producer at a research company here in Boston, and she assists with social media events, or just social media in general.
Social media activities.
Gotcha. So Alexis, why don't you tell us a little bit about a project that you're working on or something that's going on?
So right now I'm assisting my company with using social media at our events. Live tweeting, live streaming, keeping the conversation going, not only offline but online as well. And then bringing the conversation offline. So Thursday next week we're hosting a tweet up.
Where's the tweet up going to be?
At Middlesex Lounge in Cambridge.
And where can people find information about it?
For July tweet .eventbrite.com.
All right, 4 July tweet at Eventbrite?
.eventbrite.com.
.eventbrite.com. And if people want to reach you, they can find you on Twitter at @acarlin, Karlin, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Next up, we got Jake Kochpalia. He is a web startup junkie, and he's currently working as a consultant at a real estate company here in Boston. And Jake, why don't you tell us a little bit about a project that you've got going on?
So I've been involved with multiple web startups and wearing multiple hats in each of those. I'm involved with Dart Boston very much as part of the core team here. So it's been exciting. I've been doing a lot, and thanks for having me.
Well, I couldn't really kick you out because you live here as well. So, and if you wanna get a hold of Jake, you can get him at Jake Kacci. That's JAKECACCI, or on the page on Dart Boston. I linked everybody's Twitter account. And finally, for her second appearance already on Pokin Holes, we have Carla Blumenthal. And you, since last time, recently joined the Lost Jacket with Stuart C. Foster.
Stuart, minus the C.
And you're also working at Social Sphere, which is a web strategy firm. So why don't you tell us a little bit about maybe your new project with the Lost Jacket?
Well, yeah, just 2 weeks ago I joined the Lost Jacket with Stuart, and basically writing a couple posts a week about social media and strategy, and hopefully we'll have some consulting going on in the next couple of weeks.
So if you need a social media consultant, you can contact Carla at thelostjacket.com, right?
This is true.
All right, you got it. Okay, guys, so let's just get right into the show. So we've got the professional wingman. It's got a couple issues that we talked about before. So just to kick it off, let's talk about the problem that he's trying to help solve. What's the landscape out there for women? Let's start with women first, with helping build their confidence to go out and develop these love relationships. I mean, Carla, why don't you kick that off?
Sure. Well, I think women have a lot of self-esteem issues coming right out of college. We're put in this environment that's very closed off. We have sororities and all these friendships, all these social events that we can go to and be a part of. And then coming right out of school, especially if you move to a new place, it's very hard to meet people. I mean, I experienced that myself in Boston first coming here, but it's hard to meet people, especially the type of people you're looking for. You can't go to bars, you're going to be hanging out in the bookstore, hanging out, people at work may not always be
Bookstores. Maybe you're looking at the wrong place.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's hard to meet people in general, and I think that goes for both guys and girls. So finding the right niche of people is difficult.
And I mean, what do you think, Alexis, in terms of like confidence to go out there and sort of approach a guy maybe, or feel the confidence that a guy would approach you? I mean, why don't you explain a little bit about that?
I think it's very different in college because everybody doesn't know each other. So you're expected to just get to know each other, and it's okay. Where are you from? You have all these questions. And then when you're at a bar, you're with your group of friends, and when you're with your group of friends, you kind of just want to stay with your friends, and you're afraid to approach someone different because you're afraid to jump over that hurdle.
Right, right. So, okay, so we sort of have the girls' mentality. Jake, why don't you talk about the guys' mentality? You're a little self-conscious when you go out. You have a little self-esteem once in a while. What is it like?
You know, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by the estrogen on the. No, but I think that I think Thomas is a genius actually, because you have books like The Game that every guy sort of secretly keeps stashed on his bookshelf behind all the other books, and says like, oh yeah, I gotta check what a couple of chapters of that before I go out. Maybe that's just me, but at least I just publicly announce that yes, I do have The Game stashed behind my bookshelf. But yeah, obviously there's a place for.
I mean, do you feel that some men, there is a group of men out there that